A new year, a new football season can only mean a new PES title from Konami. Fresh from last year's shift to Kojima-san's legacy in Fox Engine that I covered in depth last year, what have the team done with this latest release? And more time with the engine. As expected and mentioned from my last PES review, the team needed more time to get to grips with the engine, and they have used that time very well. Still sporting a full 1080p here on my PS4 review copy, and the Xbox One demo here from the store shows an identical visual package between them, other than the same drop of resolution we saw from its last outing. This means the same 60Hz rate is targeted from the in-game option, but instead of this flat base as per last time, we now adopt the same 60-30 split that FIFA has across gameplay and real-time cinematics. Far from a bad deal. The doubling of the frame budget now enables the team to ramp up the post effects to a much higher level, high sample motion blur, soft depth of field across both fore and background, aligned with the motion captured animations, and Havoc physics system delivers the most fluid and natural animations yet, right up and maybe even better than FIFA at points, all the while enhanced in these new and improved replay modes. From the human touches of players arguing, thumping the floor like a spoilt teenager, to through balls, lobs, stepovers and more, all look totally authentic. The speed of the game can still be an issue for some, not me of course, and as such the dribbling can be a little fast visually, but passing, turning, control is all of the highest calibre, and this includes the performance, which of course is vital for such a game. Both consoles deliver a locked 60 in-game from my test, bar one small dip to 30, from its likely double buffered frame rendering. Now I would put down to early bugs than any performance issue, a symptom of the new split render rates that blend between live action and replay with the same high quality TV style fades. Again, the dips here are all intentional whilst having the logic reset, done to mimic the TV presentation. Now materials are now of a much higher quality than we saw last time, stadiums now have more natural and ambient lighting, faces look and animate much better, clipping has been greatly improved when post-goal celebrations come out. It's still a shame we don't see any volumetric lighting and simple billboard light effects, but these are the things that can maybe patch in later versions. Detail is higher on the grass, players and stadiums as the pixel construction of the advert boards stands out in the replays. Normal maps are still used with animated meshes for players' shirts, shorts, etc. and no longer look so obvious within the blends. Decals appear on your clothes as you come in for a heavy slide, or sweat builds on players' skin. Visually, this is a step above the last game and can now stand much closer, if not neck and neck, with the mighty FIFA. Or is that boot to boot? Yes, that is my player. When you're going to go for glory, you got to stand out from the crowd.
Passes it through. Sticks it away! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Oh, that was such a smart
Sound is
exchange.
again functional, but not groundbreaking. Commentary has a few new pieces, but quickly you will hear the same lines again and again, and most likely will turn off. Crowd chants, cheers, and general rumble is authentic enough, and does its job of solidifying the experience of playing the big game amongst the thousands of hardcore fans. The strongest aspect of the game has always been its gameplay, and yet again, this is more refined than ever. The amount of control you have over your players is the biggest strength, allowing long balls, team runs, feints, bicycle kicks can all be carried out with ultimate precision, giving way to some delightful moments that can be enjoyed again in the post-match highlights. All of these skills can be learned if you haven't played the game before in the well-accomplished training modes, which gives you additional benefits. Collision and fouls is better, but not perfect. Offside can still be very picky or blind depending on the linesman, it seems, and combined with the improved animation and blended sets, we see very few robotic moments now. Tackling can still be frustrating, with clear ball first moments being yelled out even before the replay shows the same, but this is true of the real game and also, so we cannot dwell too much on this. Player AI and goalkeepers are again the best in the business, with other CPU controlled teams passing you to death, with combined play, tactics and runs keeping you ever vigilant of the risks. Goals never come as easy or as often as FIFA, but they can feel even more satisfying when they do, and by God, you always feel like you sweat blood and tears to earn them.
It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Up for the header! It's come loose.
With such a satisfying game to play, it only strengthens the package more when it is rammed to the rafters with a myriad of play modes, from straight exhibition, build your own club from scratch, with your own agents, players, making everything feel that much more personal and triumphant. But it has much more to offer over and above this bread and butter football mode, signing managers, players and going for glory. extended with the Master League and Become a Legend mode, giving you the choice of one-man glory rags to riches or manage the entire team and players on and off the pitch, means that next title will be releasing long before you have exhausted these packed modes and long season challenges. An absolute must for a football title to stand tall and proud. PES has this covered. Uefa Champions and Europa League modes joined by the AFC Champions League are welcome additions to the game which complement the online mode and is the reason this review is later than planned. As the servers had not gone live last weekend, I wanted to wait till I had chance to play some online games and can report that other than the same long load seat times in the menus, just like its rival, joining games are fast and easy from my test with no serious issues over and above rage quits, bad connections from time to time, but hosting your own online tournaments is easy and as enjoyable as a local 2-player or CPU fueled game, which includes online competitions to really test your footballing prowess. Again, PES's biggest weakness, which is the lack of official teams and kits, can be a problem, including the teams' names, but this can be repaired on both the PS4 and the PC. Sadly not available on the Xbox One. Unfortunately, you can go online and download the kits for the modern season, covering pretty much every team and kit in all leagues. You can find the link to the download on the article on my website for the game. And on top of this, all you need to do is grab a USB stick, stick it in your PC, entitle a folder in there called WE-PES, and then simply put all the files and folders in there. Then go to the Extras tab on the main menu, go to Data Management Import all the teams. If you get the right download from my link, you can simply just run the whole lot, and it will rename all the English leagues straight back to the right teams and the right kits, which solves most of the problems with most people transferring over to PES. I cannot recommend the game enough for any football fans. Getting closer to the FIFA levels of presentation, even with the new shift to Frostbite Fuel, is a real benefit, and it helps reduce the reasons to try it. In terms of atmosphere, delivery, it is as close as it has ever been and comes down to the tougher, more refined PES gameplay over the simpler and more flamboyant FIFA style. But I assure you, if you do take the PES plunge, the rewards are welcome and fruitful. It has never looked, played and felt better. Back of the net. As always, I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this. If you did, then please hit the like and subscribe button, as it really helps me immensely, helps support the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Leave all your thoughts and feedback below. You take care, and I'll see you very soon on the next one.
Chance! He's gone for it! Goal! Finally the breakthrough! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.